Good morning, Jay.
Good morning.
So, what's the latest with Corey Robinson? What led you guys to signing Corey Robinson, and is there any update with Donald Penn and where those negotiations are with you all?
No update right now on Donald Penn. We signed Corey. He should practice today, I believe. So get him a look. We're just a little short of tackle right now. Catalina's playing a little tackle, and Flowers playing some tackle, and obviously the right side we're okay. But just need another body in here. Give him a chance.
Jay, what do you think of how Josh Norman has looked so far? I know you haven't put the pads on yet, but he looks like he's playing more relaxed and free out there, at least early on.
Yeah, I think he always plays free. That's a good thing. I think he's making plays on the ball, which is exciting. That's always been his forte. I think he forced, 8 or 9 turnovers last year, which is kind of gets swept under the rug a little bit. His forced fumbles and interceptions. So definitely his playmaking ability is what makes Josh. And when he's around the ball, the more times he's around the ball, the better it is for us.
It's more telling when they put the pads on and you actually get to see that kind of interaction that you can't get from any other kind of practice or drills.
I think you're really looking for the interior part of it, not so much the outside receivers and all that stuff, but mainly the line, tight ends, linebackers, defensive line, just the thud, getting off blocks, using your pad level, making sure nobody's playing too high. It forces you to get your pads down, which is good. And then watching people shed blocks, which is, most important thing in football for defense, shedding blocks. But we're still going to run to the ball. We're still not going to take anybody to the ground. It's just a glorified thud period, which is good.
Coach, back here, can you speak on how the addition of Rob Ryan to the defense, especially to the linebacking core, have you seen his effect on the defense as a whole and as you as a coach, as a play caller?
Yeah, for sure. I think his experience is great to have in that room. And as for the linebackers, I get his linebacking room is right next to my office. I hear him teaching these guys, and he's an excellent teacher, communicator. He's also, fun guy to be around, man. He's got a great personality, without a doubt. He brings a great energy to our defense and our team, passion for the game. Being out of the game, I think, for a year or so, really made him realize how much he missed it and how much he loves it. So it's great to have him on staff.
Jay, we all know how important Jordan is to your offense, but with him being able to get a speed element back to his game, work out in a way that he has in the past couple of years, how does that change how you can use him, knowing that he's not just quick and has the separation ability in short area, but can really maybe get vertically down the field and have that top-end speed back?
Yeah, we've always felt he could get down there, but he does look very explosive right now. I mean, he looks great. This is as good as he's always looked good to me, but he looks phenomenal right now. His explosion, getting in and out of cuts, one-handed catch the other day. He's a special player, and he can be used all over the place. We just got to make sure we figure out ways to get him the ball, get him out in space, outside, inside, in the slot, maybe in the backfield from time to time. Coming out, there's a lot of things you can do with him. He's a special player.
Coach, you spoke a little bit yesterday about John Bostick coming in and already kind of starting to call plays. For somebody like him, who was signed just 2 months ago, late May, besides him being a smart player, what has allowed him to pick everything up so quickly? Why is he assimilated so quickly to your defense?
I think being smart's one thing. There's a lot of book smart or, can pick things up on a chalkboard smart players, but instinctual players, that's a different ball game. And so far, he's shown he's got great instincts, when to fall back, when to hit the hole. He runs with great angles to the football on screens, and he's been excellent so far. So I've been very impressed with him. We get the pads on today, see how he sheds blocks, and go from there. But very impressive guy, both in the classroom and instinctually.
Coach, back here. Of course, today's Military Appreciation Day. What does this day mean to you personally?
Yeah, it's a great day, man. It's great to have these guys out here. Anytime we can support our troops, have them come out here and get a chance to meet them and shake their hand, it's great for us. Hopefully they get excited to meet us, but we're definitely excited to meet them. It's a privilege.
Jay, how did Darius feel yesterday after that first full day? It seemed like I think you held him and Adrian out of, it looked like most of the team drills, and got Samaje some more work. And is that kind of the opportunity, like you kept saying, P-Ryan needs more opportunities. Is that kind of how you can work him in a little bit more when you give Adrian and Darius, I guess, a lesser day?
Yeah, for sure. And we're going to continue to build on Darius's reps for sure. We just don't want to give him 50 reps on the second day back from his injury. So we're going to continue to build up his rep count. And while he's doing that, we get Samaje more looks, Craig Reynolds some more looks, Byron Marshall some more looks, and it's benefit for everybody.
Jay, what would you say has been the the elevation for like John Bostick and for Sean Deion Hamilton in the passing coverage game. I mean, when you watch them the first 2 days, they're flying all over the place. It looks like the speed that he had at Alabama before his injuries kind of come back to him. And with John Bostick coming in, like Adam said 2 months ago, it looks like he's picked it up fairly quickly.
Yeah.
How have they gotten so good at pass coverage, with Rob Ryan, or just things that you've had conversations with them about?
Well, I think Sean Deion, it's a comfort in the system a little bit more, but also for Sean Deion, I think it's coming back from his injury. At Alabama's last year, he had that big injury. He only had about 9 months to heal, and we threw him into the games. He was okay, but he's not like he is now. I think he's shown his explosive form that he was at Alabama before the injury. So these injuries do take some time to get back to your full self. That's why we're kind of taking our time with Darius, and you see Sean Deion really in great shape. And it's all on the player, too, to get himself in great shape, and our training staff's done a great job with him to get him ready. So he's definitely a different player this year by the speed and quickness and anticipation and knowledge of the defense than he was last year at this time.
Jay, Craig brought up Jordan Reed, but how good is it for you, considering where he and Chris Thompson were at a year ago at this time, to see them both out there and knowing what they can do for
We're a
the
different
offense?
team with those two guys in the game. I mean, it's the way it is. I mean, it's a different way of calling plays, a different way to attack defenses. Jordan Reed is a unique player. Not many teams have a guy like that. And Chris Thompson, you see what some of the backs that come out of the backfield catch the ball can do to a defense all over the place with Kamara and obviously McCaffrey. I mean, that type of player is critical to an offense. You can double receivers all day, but the backs are the ones that can get matchups and get open quick. So they're two great players to have. We've got to keep them healthy, obviously, and utilize them the right way.
With the health part, I mean, is there anything more that you can do in terms of usage that helps that, or is it just, how do you go about trying to accomplish that?
I think we just got to monitor their workload. They're both, they both have great comfort in our offense right now, which is a good thing. Now we just got to monitor their workload. But, at the end of the day, we still got to get the practice in and give them the looks that they need to see. So when we hit Philly and hit the season, they're ready to roll, both mentally and physically. But there's really no way to protect the guy from an injury. Those fluke injuries happen. Chris hurt his ribs. I mean, it was fluke play, So, but he's in good shape now.
Is there an update on Jerron or Chase? It looked like Christian was out there and walkthrough yesterday.
We're going to try to get John out there today. Give him some reps, see how he does. Or, no, I think we're going to keep him individual today. Try to get him out there tomorrow. Yeah, sorry.
Chase still.
Yeah, Chase, he's still going to keep him out for a little while.
Jay, why so much praise, so much talk for Samaje, especially past year or so?
Why so much praise?
Yeah.
I mean, I like Samaje. Samaje's had a tough road. Playing behind Adrian last year, and I think that he's a young back with great talent, skill set, powerful. I haven't got him the reps. That's on me mostly. We haven't got him in the game. Usually when we dress three running backs, you like to have your first, second down back, and then you got to have Chris, your third down back. And then you have somebody that's kind of can do a little bit of both. You know what I mean? In case one of them get hurt. So that's why Capri Bibbs and Byron Marshall were our third back last year. So he just didn't get a chance to dress a whole lot. But the way he looked in OTAs and the way he's come out here, I think he's in great shape. He's strong, and I like the way he's running.
Going back to Chase for a second, is there a chance that costs him time into the season?
No.
Okay.
No. Did it? Oh.
Have you got asked this every couple days? Have you heard from Trent? Is there any update there?
Yeah.
See, Tony.
No. I haven't. No.